All women have been sexually harassed. Every woman has been objectified. If you asked me, I would tell you the story of a night 2 years ago. I would tell you how I was walking with my friends in downtown Denver. I would tell you that our feet were killing us from walking hours in heels. I would tell you how exhausted we were, but how much fun we were having anyways, recounting the events of that night. I would tell you how we walked arm in arm. I would tell you how quickly our speed increased, how long it took for our giggles to cease, how our grip on each other tightened. I would tell you exactly how his voice sounded. I would tell you the exact words that came out of his mouth, and how the three of us were instantly reduced to nothing but a product used for the male's sexually driven gaze. I would tell you how we watched the innocence of that night being stripped from our fingers. I would ask you how 3 17-year-olds could be sexualized in a matter of seconds. But I would tell you how quickly we blew it off, because that's what we are taught to do. Just ignore it. Boys will be boys, and we just have to accept that they are not going to externalize their thoughts, and girls will just continue to be treated as less than they are. All women have been told that they can't do something because of their gender. If you ask me, I would tell you about when I was 12, sitting in church. I would tell you how I wanted to be a pastor. But that's not a girl's job. A man's place is speaking in front of the church. But don't worry, you can find other positions in the church. I would tell you how easily I accepted it. I sat there and thought, yeah, that makes sense. I would ask you why it was so easy for a 12-year-old girl to accept that she was not equal to her male peers, that she couldn't reach the same goals because someday she may bear children. This was a girl who had dreams and aspirations, a girl who was told growing up that she could be anything she wanted to be, but she gave up the second a man told her to, because that's what she was taught. Every woman has been looked down on because of her appearance, her size. If you asked me, I would tell you about all the times an adult has asked for people's help moving things, and as soon as I volunteered, I was shut down. No, honey, I need a nice, strong boy. I would ask why it took me so long to question those standards, why boys are taught that they are strong and girls are weak and incompetent in comparison. If you asked me, I would tell you about how in gym and elementary, middle, and high school double standards were created. I would tell you how girls could do what they called girly push-ups, but boys were expected to do them the correct way, because they are stronger. How I was told I could stand in the back during dodgeball, and how the boys would take the hit for me because they are stronger and braver, and it is their job to protect and defend the weak and helpless girl. I would tell you how much this double standard infuriated me more and more as I got older, because I am the same size as the boy moving the cart of chairs down the hallway, and I am just as able to lift a table onto a stack without someone laughing and stepping in for me. I would ask you why you would assume my abilities are immediately limited because of my gender. So you can ask me. You can ask me how it feels to be objectified in seconds, how it feels to be looked down on because I am a girl. But first, ask yourself. We must ask ourselves why this is the society we have created for ourselves. Why are we still okay with this, and when is this going to change? After all, we are society.